What's up, guys? I have another DoomZ video here for y'all, but I'm especially excited for this one because today we're going to be summoning my favorite Xyz card in my favorite Xyz deck. A friend of mine a couple weeks back gave me the challenge of finding a way to summon Varudras in DoomZ consistently, and with the help of the Ryuga monsters, I've been able to do it fairly well. The equip spell Dogmatica Schism is the glue that holds this deck together. It's kind of the way that you bridge the two archetypes, and being able to essentially put the opponent under a one-sided Droll and Macrocosmos is pretty brutal. So let's get into the games and see how it goes. Alright, here is the first replay I have up for y'all today, and we are going against a Makonko player. The reason why I wanted to show this replay in particular is because I was actually able to get the full combo onto the field and really showcase what this deck is all about and show what it's trying to do. In the next replay, we were pretty bricked up while attempting to duel against a white forest deck, so I'm really excited to show both of those replays and give you guys kind of a glimpse to both sides of the coin. Obviously, we're playing a lot of really high level monsters, so bricking is just bound to happen. As you guys can see though, we're starting off this replay with just a pretty basic DoomZ combo. Y'all have seen me do this in the past two videos that I've posted recently, but here is where things are going to get a little bit different. Obviously, you guys have seen me use Dogmatica Schism to send Herald to the graveyard already, and I'm sure you've seen other people do it for, for Mitsurugi or for other ritual cards in general. But here is where we are going to be able to search our Ryuga Mistfa. And if any of you guys have played Ryuga before, you know that Mistfa is just a one-card Varudras. We activate his effect, it's going to pop himself to get the Warzone. Warzone is going to put all three of the Pokemon, as they call them, right, the legendary Pokemon, the Rayquaza, Kyogre, and Groudon, onto the fields, and we're going to be able to use two of them to make Varudras. Now, of course, we have our regular DoomZ end board with our Drastia, our Destruction on field, but now we also have Kaiva, which is a monster negate because of this spell on the field, and of course, we have Varudras, which is an Omni negate, and a pop if you decide to detach another material when you use his Omni. Like I said, we're going against Makonko in this duel. They didn't put up too terribly great of a fight, but like I said, I really wanted to showcase this replay, mainly just because I was able to actually do the full combo. So, they're going to get out Hu Li here. And now, normally, when going against Makonko, the reason why this deck is pretty good is because of the way that you can't target any of their monsters. Like, if they're equipped with equipped cards, you can't really interact with their board all too much, and that's kind of what makes the Makonko cards so annoying. Luckily, Drastius, when he is summoned and he gets to do his steal, he doesn't actually target anything on the field. He just straight up equips any other face-up monster on the field. So, luckily for us, we get to bypass that targeting protection. He's then going to add Rivalry, we're going to steal his Hu Li, and then DoomZ Destruction is going to prevent him from adding any cards to his deck. He's going to steal our Diactorus and turn it into a Typhon, and again, Drastius is just, I mean, he's just perfect. I love this card so much. He has less than 3,000 attack points, so we're able to negate the Typhon and steal it right away, and there we go, clapped up. They are not even going to stay to allow me to summon Jupiter. They are on their way. Okay, so Getting into the next duel, like I said, we're going up against this White Forest deck, and we've bricked pretty substantially. Drastia by himself doesn't really do anything, so we're kind of just relying on Mistfa and the Ryugez in this duel. At least for now. We're going to start our turn with Mistfa. We're going to get our War Zone, and we're going to set up all three of our pieces. Going to get Kaiba back into the deck so we can special summon all three. And here we go. Gonna summon out the Varudras using the green and the blue Titan, and then we are going to activate the Winds and the Dino spell as well. So to the uninitiated, if you haven't played Ryuga before, again, like I said in the last duel, we have our Omni Negate and Pop from Varudras. Kaiba is the monster negate because of this spell, and then this card, Winds, is essentially like a one-sided dimensional fissure, basically. Pretty much any monster that leaves the field is going to get banished, so it's pretty helpful for us. He's going to imperm our Varudras right away, which kind of sucks. And here we go. He's going to start summoning elf notes. So it's like an elf note, like White Forest list. Here comes LZ. Which of the White Forest seller is going to come down? Here is Sylvie, searching the tails. And he is going to make Rasilia. Rasilia is then going to get rid of the tails to search. Tails is going to reset itself. And here comes Diabel. Diabel going to add back the Imperm. LZ going to activate effect. Going to get the Rusia back to hand and special summon that. We are going to turn the LZ into a tuner and make Baron. Alright, so Baron is how he's going to get rid of our macro effect, essentially, which kind of sucks. It was holding him down for a little bit. He's then going to make this Fabled guy and clear our field. Now, we really have nothing going for us here until we draw a Mouth. This was an insane top deck for us. I'm super glad that we were able to get it. Now, this was kind of a major misplay by the opponent. Mistfa doesn't do anything for us, and I'm so glad that it burned this Baron negate. We really needed that. Without Baron negating the Mistfa, we probably do not have a play here. We're going to normal summon a Mouth. And the Amalth is going to get negated by the Imperm, which does suck. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get our search. But because we already have Drastia in hand, we can still play the game. Now, because of the way Drastia works, Drastia, when it targets a monster, it can pop it to special summon itself. And our opponent here thought that stealing it would be able to bypass that pop effect. Unfortunately, that is not how it works. Well, unfortunately for him. Luckily for us, that is not how it works. So we are able to summon Drastia and clear his whole field while still attacking for 2700. He's going to draw into a card, summon Sylvie, and we are going to negate the Sylvie and steal that as well. Now, once we negate the Sylvie and steal that, he's going to immediately scoop. But man, we got really lucky drawing into that Amalth. I am really happy that we did have the Ryuga stuff there, though. Having that little D-fissure effect and, you know, was enough. We didn't even get to use our Varudras, which is kind of unfortunate, being that it got impermed right away. But, you know, at the end of the day, we were still able to win the duel. We still had fun, and that is all that really matters. So, yeah, man, I hope that you guys liked this deck. I had so much fun playing it. Man, it was honestly a blast being able to summon all of these cards. Like, using these big level 10 guys, it was just a blast, man. You summon out all three, attack for like 9,000 damage, and it's really fun. So, if you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to give it a like, and yeah. I will be showing you guys more DoomZ content in the future. I hope you all having a wonderful evening. Bye!